The city of Rapture is no doubt a perilous place, with danger around every corner, be it splicers and turrets, or the formidable Big Daddy. In order to stand any chance, you'll need to make use of every tool available. Speaking of which, not long after you properly step foot into Rapture, you'll get hold of your first weapon.
Would you kindly find a crowbar or something?
Your trusty wrench. The wrench acts as your only melee attack, and cannot be directly upgraded. Instead, there's a variety of tonics that can add buffs and effects to the weapon, including but not limited to improved damage, a faster swing, lifesteal, and various elemental effects. After practicing the old 1-2 punch a few times, and sitting through a rather lengthy elevator ride, you'll come across a mother and her baby.
Baby and me! Baby and me!
It's here that you'll find your first ranged weapon, the pistol. It boasts a decent rate of fire, as well as good accuracy and range, though the magazine size is fairly small, and your ammo reserve is somewhat limited. Fortunately, ammo for the revolver is abundant in the first half of the game, since you'll often see them being carried by lead head splicers. The pistol is capable of one-shotting a basic splicer, provided you manage to land a headshot. Because of this, it will no doubt become your main precision weapon for the majority of your playthrough. The upgrades for this weapon include a 300% increase to magazine size, mitigating one of the major flaws. There's also a 25% damage increase available, which makes it a good go-to. The pistol, as well as all ranged weapons, has an additional 2 ammo types available. Some of these ammo types simply give bonus damage against certain types of enemies. For example, armor-piercing rounds are effective against security devices and Big Daddies, while anti-personnel rounds deal a high amount of damage to splicers. Just as you start to get good at landing those headshots and taking your time to make every last one of your 6 shots count, you're presented with a complete polar opposite, the machine gun. It has a large ammo capacity and is capable of dealing an incredible amount of damage in a short space of time, provided you can hit your shots, but considering its heavy recoil and low accuracy, you might just struggle to do that. Best used against enemies in close quarters, where its high rate of fire can be used to its advantage. The upgrades for the machine gun is a 25% damage boost and, thankfully, reduced recoil. The additional ammo types for the machine gun are anti-personnel and armor-piercing rounds, the same as the pistol has, though I found that I used these alternate types a lot less than I did with most every other weapon, due to the gun's inaccuracy. Once you've progressed to the point where you can melt that ice blocking your way into the clinic, simply carry on, and to the right you'll see the shotgun. The shotgun is a highly effective weapon designed for close to medium range encounters, capable of reducing any splicer into bloody chunks with a single blast. While its base version exhibits quite a slow fire rate, this can be increased significantly with one of the upgrades, with the other increasing the shotgun's damage output by 25%. There are also 2 additional ammo types, including the electric buck that does a huge amount of damage while also stunning your target, and the exploding buck, which ignites your enemy while also doing massive damage. As a result, the shotgun becomes an indispensable asset in any player's arsenal. Fairly soon after getting the shotgun, you'll find yourself in Neptune's Bounty, trying to get into Fontaine's Fisheries, just to be stopped at the door and greeted by a stranger in a welding mask. After some casual conversation, he'll give you a gift and a mission. The gift appears on a conveyor belt next to the door, and it's your next weapon, the grenade launcher. It's a makeshift weapon crafted from ordinary household items. It propels grenades capable of inflicting massive damage over a wide area, making it an ideal choice for clearing rooms, shooting around corners, and dealing with large groups of enemies. The additional ammo types include proximity mines that can be attached to surfaces, and heat-seeking RPGs that inflict a high amount of fire damage. The upgrades for this weapon include a 25% damage increase, and an immunity to splash damage.
Don't make this harder than it needs to be! Repent!
Our next weapon can be found deep in Rapture's oxygen production facility, Arcadia, inside Langford's secret lab. The chemical thrower is the 5th weapon available, again constructed from scrap found around Rapture. It fires a continuous stream of different chemicals that cause various types of elemental damage. These chemicals are napalm, liquid nitrogen, and electric gel. It has a slow reload time, poor long range effectiveness, and an extremely high rate of fire. Upgrading the weapon will increase its effective range and reduce ammo consumption. In order to obtain the final weapon, you'll first have to make your way through to Fort Frolic, help Sandy Cohen to complete his masterpiece, and after the first step is complete, you'll be awarded with the crossbow. It fires single bolts with high base damage that are effective at any range, as well as having a 10 times damage multiplier for headshots and splicers, though the rate of fire does leave something to be desired. In some cases, the bolt you fire will stay intact, allowing them to be retrieved. Alternate ammo types include incendiary bolts, which inflict incredible damage while also igniting your target, and trap bolts that upon impact release a projectile connected to an electrical tripwire that attaches itself to any surface. This tripwire can inflict significant electrical damage, as you'll no doubt find out for yourself as you explore the halls of Rapture. The upgrades include an increase to damage and a reduced chance of the bolt breaking on impact, making the crossbow an efficient weapon with nearly unlimited ammo. And that concludes my look at all of the weapons and upgrades in the first Bioshock game. I've been told I need to do an outro thing, so if you liked then like, and if you didn't then dislike, and please subscribe.